Again, just started to morph the back of the scoop into basically, it's only probably just shy of 3 inches deep here to the section that's going in the roof, because we're proud here the roof will go inside and down below that. But from the 3 inches, I tried some 3-inch round outlets, and to be honest, they just look tiny. Technically the surface area of 2 3-inch diameter tubes should be fine for a 7 litre, but the 4-inch ones look a lot better. Means things are a bit tight, not quite as much room here and here, and you have to leave at least a ½ an inch gap for 2 pieces of rubber pipe to morph down to your airbox. Quite funny talking about morph when there's clay involved, but younger generation might not understand that joke. Tony Hart and all. Pretty much I've got a kind of I've got a question really. Presently the piece that's on the top of the rear clip, let's get up, follows this basic shape, follows that shape, which is really kind of just, rectangular with curves, and that follows that shape here. So particularly when the rear clip closes, it covers this section up and then just donuts there. If you've seen the video, you'll see what it is with the clip on. But looking at it like this, especially obviously this one being clear view carbon, I'm just wondering whether it's worth morphing the roof from the shape at the front and slowly building, or slowly taking away a section there, morphing this into more of a 2-humped round shape, and actually not bothering to cover this top up section. Main part of this section here will be a clear perspex window, so just the window would have had the carbon part to cover it up. But why cover it up? There's a possibility. One option is to say, where these morph from 4-inch round to the rectangular shape there in a very short distance, I could do it more, say, to here, and cut this centre section out, and kind of do more of a gradual slope to it on both sides. Show it, actually run the perspex window, and run the perspex window over that shape to cover over the top. But effectively, you'll see this. You'll see that into the back. What do you reckon? Thoughts on the forum, please, if you don't mind. Constructive or not, piss taking, I don't care. Anyway, I've got a good sense of humour, or I like to think I have. What do you reckon? The Bugatti, actually, thinking about the Bugatti, if you look from the back end, the engine's kind of open, and in fact, if I'm right, it hasn't even got a cover over it. That has that kind of 2 large induction tubes, and that is open to the air as kind of a feature. I'm just wondering whether this might work, but instead of being square here to round, I'd have to bring that gradually, kind of probably halfway across the roof, start rounding them off, getting it into there. But I don't know. What do you reckon? What do you reckon it would look like? Any thoughts on the idea? So scan round. So that centre crease between the two would extend quite a bit further forward. What it look like? Basically, what's probably going to happen here is I'll clamp 2 4-inch silicone hoses to give me a flexible joint, and bring them down to an airbox. I said before, the engine doesn't really come very tall. The engine's kind of up here somewhere. It's really quite kind of low. Sorry, here. Helps if I put the camera to my hand, doesn't it? Okay, engine's kind of here somewhere, so we've got a reasonable amount of room. As you can see where the I've had to relieve the eagle plate for the induction. So if I put the induction backwards, it's going to come from here. Now that's running, if you just run a single throttle body to the back. As much as I like big plastic manifold, and I think it's obviously suits the purpose really well. To have the induction sitting here means that I've got to run 2 pipes around here, or out here, because it gets kind of complicated. To run the induction right at the front, same thing again, it's very short distance between, it has to turn. So I'm very tempted, I must admit, to take Jeff's offer up and send the engine to him and put the normal carburettor style manifold, which would put the mass airflow and everything here, which would then give me the possibility to bolt a nice air box to the underneath of here, or even bolt the engine and then just run hoses into it. So anyway, that's thoughts. What do you reckon? Cover it up or leave it open so you only see it? So you leave it open or cover it up so you only see it when you open the rear clip. Wooden, clay, I know, needs a bit of imagination, but there you go.